and target. So katika hii maisha, anything ambayo itakusaidia, number one, before we even deal with alcoholism or even deal with stress or personal financial management, is about your mindset. Akili yako inakwambia nini? So that's where it comes. So number two, again, we deal with issues of stress. I understand. I don't really know about ODPP, but based on my research and knowledge, you might be having targets. The boss will be actually be giving some targets. Maybe the number of cases successfully prosecuted, maybe you're supposed to do. So utapata kuna stress, that work pressure, that workload, that stress. So we tell people on how to be able to manage stress, how to be able to counter stress. Sometimes the boss might give you a memo, maybe alcoholism, or you actually came to work late, imekuwa ni mazoea. So there's that stress management. So we advise people what they're supposed to do so that they're able to manage stress. Alafu pia tukuna mentorship. We believe you have a family, some women with family members, kids, and all that. There are some people who just want to be talked to. Kuna mtu ambaye ana shida, anataka tu asikizwe. So that you just come and tell us your issues and we discuss about them, we tell you what you're supposed to do. There are some people ambao ni walevi kipindukia. Kuna watu ambao wanalewa sana. They even go as far as losing their jobs. So they get money, they spend that money on bars and places. So wao tu ni msoto to throat msoto. So we have a scientific way of what you're supposed to do so that you are able to manage that situation. And let me say this, I'm not preaching, we are not doctors, we just use mindset ya mtu so that you're able to achieve your goals and targets. So number one, we do mentorship. We have employee well-being, personal financial management, stress management, health, personal development, and milestones. As much as you're working here, hapa kwa ODPP, unajua hii hapa ni ofisi kubwa bwana. Watu wengi wakiangalia ODPP wanaona just fear. So it is incumbent upon yourself to ensure that you develop yourself personally. As much as the employer, your employer, which I believe is a constitutional office, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's this ODPP is a constitutional office. After 2010 constitution, it was separated from Attorney General. So you are actually now fully independent. So your employer might want you to have his issues to be attended to first. As much as your employer anakupatia medical cover, probably maybe anakupatia annual leave, maybe 28 days or I think 2 days or 26 days. Whatever. But employer yeye anataka kazi yake ifanyike vizuri. Now what about yourself? What about yourself? You should be able to have personal development plan or milestone in your life. So you also advise people not to be able to develop themselves, how to manage, how to do budgeting. Sababu bila budgeting, dunia hii utakuwa in that financial mess always. So hiyo pia is actually, we believe that is very, very important about personal development and milestones. We also do inspiration and motivation, that is positive mindset, overcoming fear and stress, stress counseling, enduring challenges and problem, and personal milestones. Katika hii dunia hakuna mtu ambaye anaishi. Correct? Hakuna mtu ambaye anaishi. So we come in that angle that you really need to have a positive mindset, a change of your behaviors, of your mind and your soul, so that you're able to reach whatever you want to reach in life. We also do guidance and counseling, life transitioning, maybe by retirement. Believe me, some of you are about to retire, or even job losses. Someone might have lost his job because of one or another thing. So we just talk to you, we tell you what to do, because as I said earlier, life must continue. Pia tunafanya career counseling, but that one will not apply here. We do it in schools. Career and academic counseling, that one here actually might apply. We also do stress management, alcoholism, health and wellness, exercise, how to exercise, mind therapy, and emotional intelligence. Let me say something about emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is how you balance your emotions and actions. So kuna watu ambao katika maisha hawajui kujicontrol. So we come in and be able to advise you and tell you how you're supposed to have that emotional intelligence. In fact, in our company, we say number 1 is mindset, number 2 is emotional intelligence in life. If you have those two things, you're able to do whatever you can be able to do in this life. Nothing will be able to stop you from achieving your goals and targets. Kama kuna emotional intelligence na positive mindset. Hiyo ni mapatia for free. So advantages of our programs. Number 1, we have balanced mental well-being, that you're able to think properly, you're able to just do whatever you're supposed to do so that you achieve your goals and targets. Number 2, you're able to manage your stress. Mshasikia a saying inasema the rich also cry, right? I believe, okay, when I was young, there was this program. I think you saw it.
Yes, I
manage. The rich also cry.
Those who are old enough, you should say.
Yes. So as much as you might have everything in your life, you might have a good job, you might have money, but eventually you'll have to cry. So what will you be able to do so that you overcome those things? Number 3, we advantage of our program is enhanced workplace relationship. Najua katika hii kazi yenu labda at one point you might be having you might be at loggerheads, labda na mwenzako hamwelewani, ama labda boss amepatia kazi, then you distribute to other person, then that person gets angry and it's like you are saying I'm being overworked. So make sure that there's an enhanced workplace relationship. Number 4, conflict resolution skills, how you're able to resolve conflicts within yourself. I believe he has those skills, so most of you are able to be imparted. Number 5, increased productivity. When you have that mental wellness and well-being, you're able to concentrate on your work. Wakati your finances are in order, you have no stress and you're just okay, you're able to concentrate on prosecuting people, and you succeed in whatever your mandate is about this company or office. Number 6, better work-life balance. As much as you work from 8 to 4, I believe, you should be able to have that balance in life. How to handle your family, how to do exercise, how to have mental wellness, and how to even perform at your work. So number 7, pia tuko na important mission, personal development milestones. I believe most of us actually know about it. And number 8, lastly, anxiety management. So you get that sometimes you may be anxious. Maybe, for example, for example, one of you becomes sick or your family becomes sick, so you are anxious of what will be able to happen to you. So come in and just talk to you and explain to you, and be able to just encourage you. So most employees I'd actually say that most employees stress on key result areas. I believe you have key result areas. When you are doing your performance management during the end of the year or maybe half year, there is what is that core of what you're supposed to be doing here. So the employer is mostly concerned about the KRA ama KPIs, key performance indicator. Hiyo ndio employer anataka. Na employer anataka work to be seamlessly done. Na offer medical cover, maybe bonuses, they are there, salary increment, some merchandise, they might the employer might actually print for you t-shirts and just bring, even the files and this, how is it called? These calendars. But the employer, at the end of the day, cares about what comes in from you. So we also stress on what you should be able to come to you as an employer of this great organization. So let me just give you some quotes about well-being quotes so that you want the picture why wellness is actually very important. Someone said the greatest wealth is mental health. So hata kama kuna mali, kuna nyumba, na kuna magari, kuna nini, but kama huna mental health, wewe ni maskini. So for you to be rich, you've got to be mentally okay. And someone said, he who has positive mindset has hope, and he who has hope has everything in life. So if you have positive mindset, you have hope. If you have hope, you have everything in life. The converse of that applies. If you don't have positive mindset, you are hopeless, and if you're hopeless, you don't have life. As simple as that. Then the last quote is, all that are as a result, health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease or death. So if you say that, I'm okay, I eat properly, afya yangu iko sawa, I have my family, I have everything I need, but if you're not mentally stable, then that is not health. The WHO, World Health Organization, says that defines health to be a state of being physically fit, mentally fit, and psychologically fit. So you really must have that mental wellness. As much as we eat properly, we seek medical advice and all that, we also must incorporate mental well-being. All right. So how do we now do the mental well-being? How is it now being done? Number one, you start slowly and listen to your body. So anza tu polepole, si eti nimeongea na nyinyi leo, you inspire and then you start tomorrow. Yeah, I have to, run, I have to do everything. Just start slowly and listen to your body. Number two, focus on flexibility and balance. You really have to be flexible in whatever you do. You have to, obey orders from the Mwanga or from your boss. At the same time, you have to balance between what you are doing in this office. Number three, and one of the most important, which I tell people, that you have to practice clean desk policy. I believe that's one of your policies. I don't know much about this, but I believe ile desk umeweka tu umeweka makaratasi mwaga, so when a customer or when you get a visitor, then you start looking for the file, inakuwa ni shida. So you must really practice clean desk policy. That's now what you're supposed to do for you to go to achieve that well-being. Number four, boost your mental health with exercise. So sometimes watu mtukadoo mzuri utembea tu kama ni nyumbani. Like me, I live in Choko. I just walk to town each and every day. That is exercise which I'm doing. Number five, prioritize rest and recovery. So simba kushare your employer off days ama leave. So it's just rest and recharge and be fresh, so that when you come to the office, you do what you're supposed to do with the mightiest power ever. Number six, you have to stay hydrated and nourished. So sometimes you occasionally have to take water, even light, so that you're just fresh and you do what you're supposed to do. Then lastly, and open, very important, you need to set SMART goals. SMART. I don't know what. Does someone here know what SMART stands for? SMART. SMART. Hiyo ndio sio tunaambiwa tu sana. SMART goals. So S stands for yes.
Specific.
Yes, specific. Yes. No, mnajua.
Realistic. Time.
Yes, time bound. So your goals have to be smart. Then lastly, you got to be open and have a positive mindset. So we really stress on positive mindset because that is the first step for you to go to achieve your goals and targets in life. Sawa? So that's basically what we do. I believe you might be having maybe a child who is not okay, maybe a husband, maybe a friend who is alcoholic, maybe someone who's just facing, who is passing through a rough patch in life, maybe someone who has financial issues, or maybe someone who has given up in life. So I beseech that you bring them to us, we just talk to them, we give them practical solutions where what they're supposed to do for them to be mentally fit, so that we measure them there. We realize that that is a problem rampant here in this. I have an office in Mombasa. I was in Mombasa before I came here. So last year I looked at office here because we realized there's less challenge in life, especially alcoholism. That is what is actually killing most people in this region. So perhaps I may stop. I'm not good to talk for 1 hour unless you have a question, something to say. I'll just welcome it and then we just have a discussion.
Thank you very much.